Scorpio, what's on the horizon for you? We back now. After dealing with a lot of trauma, we back. Scorpio, what's new on the horizon for you? I like to call you the retired detective because you know it all. Can't nothing get past you. Like microscopes, you own them. The microscopes are in your eyes. The telescopes are in your nose. Every scope was embedded in you. When Father made you, he embedded a lot of scopes in you. Anything, infrared scopes, anything that got to do with a scope, Scorpio, you are a scope. And you've been so good. It's time for you to retire. Father gonna pat you on your back and he's going to say that it's been a job well done for you. Because you didn't let nothing go through. If he needed to ask you something, even though he already knows the answer, you can come through and you can deliver. The picture, let's get to what's going on with you. The picture, the picture, the scene, the crime scene. You know when the picture got started before it got started. You know when the crime scene got started. You already knew that you was gonna have to bring out the yellow tape. You already knew that you was gonna have to bring the ambulance out. You already knew that you was gonna have to cover the ground. You already knew that you was gonna have to check for fingerprints. You already knew. But in some cases, you know, with your eyes seeing, because you can pierce a lot of things, you turn a blind eye. But there comes a time where you can't keep turning a blind eye, where you have to submit the information. Matter of fact, you have to submit the information to me so I can submit the information to my Father. He's checking for the information. He's checking for the times. He's checking for the dates. He's checking for the location. He's checking for the gas station. He's checking for the bank. He GPSing you. You can't get up away from it. You can't get from up under it. You can't cover it up for it no more if you wanted to. You can't put no dirt on it. You can't shovel it up. You can't do. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. That means you have to come clean, Scorpio. There's a burden on you that you've been carrying for a long time. But this burden is being lifted tonight because you are turning this burden over to me. And I'm not going to carry the burden. My Father's going, I got enough stuff going on. I can't carry your burdens. I ain't going to lie to you. I wish I could. If I had enough room, I would. But you heavy weight, Scorpio. You the detective. And if you ain't in detective school, Scorpio, you're fool. Things that you once turned a blind eye to, you're not going to be able to turn a blind eye to anymore. There's things that you turn a blind eye to in your personal life that has come back and haunted you about what you thought, about who you thought. You know, you traveled this road for a long time and you had a partner in crime, but the partner can't keep carrying on with you. They finna jump off the train. They can't keep faking the funk. They can't keep faking. They can't keep pretending. And they've used you and beat you down so bad to build up their confidence, to build up their self-esteem, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you need to do. But it's so rare, it's so often that you need to do what you need to do because you're so sneaky. You understand the dark. You understand it. You understand what's going on in the dark. You have lived in the darkness for a long time. But Father is calling you now. And so, if you have to submit this information to me, and I have to submit it to my Father, that means you're going to have to turn on the lights. I'm looking for your future. You're going to have to see the future if you want to be free. You know exactly what this person did to you. You know exactly what you contributed to the game. You know exactly what you brought to the game. You know exactly what you didn't receive. You know exactly who didn't receive you. But you know about the show. You know about the picture. You know what time the show got started. You know what time the picture start moving. You know about the fingerprints that was there. You know about the footsteps that was there that's invisible to other people. You know all about it. You turning face forward, looking at some stuff head on, headlights head on. That means you're finally going to get free, Scorpio, because you're going to have to admit that you have been covering for some things or for some people that haven't been covering for you. Your light's always been on. But people turned the other way because they didn't want to see your lights. What did they do before the stop sign? They turned the other way. Before the red light, they turned the other way. Your lights been on. Ain't nobody confused about who you are. Hell, you ain't even confused about who you are. But when you don't receive things back, you go 60 years. I know about you, Scorpio. You go 60 years before you turn over the information. You'll let the case go cold. But before you die, you'll submit the information. I love you, Scorpio. Do what you gotta do.